It's Doc here again. I'm going to talk to you now about some of the flea products and how you use them. The traditional oldest way you could do it was if you see fleas, you can actually pick them off and squash them. You can use a flea comb, you can use your fingers and fingernails. But some of the oldest products that we've had, we still have flea shampoos that are effective. And we have flea sprays. The problem with the flea shampoos, they do a good job as far as killing the fleas that are on them. It really doesn't do much as far as preventing the fleas from getting back on them. So it's not very residual. It may last for a day or two as far as the effects, but that's as far as it lasts. The flea shampoos are very safe. You need to read the ingredients. You need to read if it says it's okay for young puppies or for cats or for dogs or what. So make sure you're reading the labels. Now again, the flea sprays, they're quick. They don't last very long. They can be irritating to your hands as far as rubbing it in. You have to be careful not to spray it in a closed environment, particularly for cats, because it's got alcohol based in a lot of them and some secondary products that may be obnoxious and cause breathing difficulties with the animal, particularly young or old, fragile animals. So otherwise they're good. I mean, they're quick. They don't have a long residual life, but they are effective and active and not as expensive. What's come out lately over the last many years, they have products that last longer or that you give by mouth where you don't have to get your hands dirty. This is one product. It's called Capstar. It's pretty famous. You give it by mouth. It works within 30 minutes. It kills fleas. You can use it for dogs or cats. There is a weight range, so you have to do a small dog or a large dog, or a cat less than a certain amount would be a small dog size. Anything that weighs 2 to 25 pounds, and anything above 25 pounds. But again, this product only lasts for 24 hours. They came up with a new product a few years ago called Comfortis. This one you give the same way. It lasts for 30 days. This is good for, we use this for, it's approved for dogs. And again, don't forget, you read the labels, make sure you're using it at the proper weight size, and make sure it's the proper species and the proper age. It is safe for those ages, weights, and species. There are topicals that last for a long time. Everybody's probably heard about Frontline. Frontline is probably the #1 seller for flea and tick control. It lasts about 30 days. This is a product that you apply to the dog's back, usually between its shoulders, and you put a liquid on the back. It leaves a little grease spot and spreads over the fatty layers of the skin. It will last for 30 days. Some dogs may have or some cats may have a reaction to the topical chemical itself or the vehicle that the chemical is in. But for overall, it's a good product and it works. There are other products that may have combination of things. Revolution is a product that's an ivermectin base. It works for fleas, it works for dogs and cats. It may not work as well in some species as others, but it has the ability to help control heartworms, intestinal worms, and fleas. Anyway, that is different pluses and minuses for all these products. You should check with your veterinarian and read the labels and make sure it's appropriate. This is one of the newer products called Trifexis. It works for heartworms, intestinal worms, and fleas, and it lasts for 30 days also. This other product is a spray of the Frontline, but it goes on once a month, and it can be used where you do spray it, and it may be a little bit more economical for some of the smaller animals. It's still a little messy. It's not as convenient. The things about all these flea products is how often should you do it? My personal philosophy is if you have a problem, use it as directed by the manufacturer or recommended by your veterinarian. On the flip side of that, if you have a severe problem with flea infestation, you may have to do something more than just treat the one pet that you see the fleas on. You may have to treat that pet, the other pets, even though you may not find them quickly, and you may even have to treat the environment. For treating the environment, most commonly you'll see people will go to a pet store or to the veterinarian, and they'll get a room fogger, which are effective, and they may have in there something to kill the fleas, and also something that's called an insect growth regulator that stymies the reproduction ability of those fleas. So you would get a fogger, or you can get a premise spray that actually specifically goes to each. You can use it in one room or in several rooms, and you follow the instructions on the can. So again, the key is read the labels, know what it says for young dogs, young cats, old dogs, old cats, small animals, large animals, the discrepancy in size, that's important. And always check with your veterinarian if you have a chronic severe flea problem. You may have to do something more than just treat your pet one time for fleas.